Hello, 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 and welcome to 20 Years with a Narcissist. My name is Shakira. I'm your host, and I would like to start off with words of affirmations. You are whole, you are complete, you are enough, you are strong, you are brave, you are resilient, you are guided, you are protected, and you are safe. And this here is a safe space. This week's episode is the 6 early signs of a narcissistic relationship. And I got this title and this episode straight from Dr. Ramani Durvosala. I pray I'm not butchering her name. But she is a licensed psychologist, psychotherapist. She is an amazing woman who created a platform, a YouTube channel, to, as she called it, GPS for us to learn and give us all the tools that we need to be well versed in narcissism. So I received much of my research from that beautiful soul, and I only pray that I'm able to meet her one day and have her as a guest on my podcast. That would be an honor. She too went through narcissistic relationships, which probably prompted and propelled her into doing this work. So I just want to pay it forward. I want to tell my story while also obtaining and then giving these tools and information to help you all, including myself, to be as narcissistic resistant as we can possibly be. I am currently reading her book, It's Not You. I would love to collaborate with her so that we can, so I could, give you guys a link to buy her book because it is an amazing book and it is a very good tool to have in your tool shed to, help you navigate through relationships, especially unhealthy, toxic, and or narcissistic ones. Okay? So the first sign on this list is frustration tolerance. So, you're dating someone and you realize, they're easily irritated. They're easily frustrated at the smallest things. It could be he takes you on a date and you're at a restaurant and they call your name and the name is wrong. It's not my name. My name is such and such. Okay. Our apologies. No, next time get it right, or I won't come back here, and I'll slander the whole restaurant and call you guys. Just complete overreacting, and you brush it off. You make it. It's not a big deal. Okay, all right. He got a little upset. I get it. I wouldn't have got so upset, but okay, everybody's different. So your eyebrows raised, but it's not enough to make you run you off. They park in your parking spot because it's designated parking spots. Or like I'm in cosmetology school right now, and I think every week they give us assigned seats. Our names are on it, and halfway through the week, people just start sitting wherever they want to sit. Like, wait, isn't that my seat? Especially if you don't get there on time, and it's just like get in where you fit in, and it's like, okay, well, she's not here. They assume you're not coming, so they just kind of jump in your grave. Yeah, the narc is going to be extremely frustrated and irritated by that. Me, it rolls off my back like water. I just don't care enough. Okay, is that seat open? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sit over there. And if there are no seats, I'll be in the back. Let me know when there's a client and I'll come up. Just make sure I got somewhere to do the client's hair. That's it. That's all. Everybody's different. But when you notice that they get easily frustrated and irritated, that's a very clear sign that you may be dealing with somebody who is on the unhealthy end of narcissism. With that being said, my narc was a very calm, cool, and collected guy. He didn't get riled up. It really took a lot for him to get riled up or yell or, come out of his character, if you will. So his frustration would look like silence. Like, I'm just going to shut down on you and I'm not going to talk to you. And it would just be like, oh, dang, what did I do? Like, that's how you know you did something. and something he's frustrated or irritated about something because you talking to him and it's like he don't even hear you. Like, dang, there's something happened. Number two of early signs of a narcissistic relationship is they talk over you. They just overtalk everything you say. You start talking and then they just start talking as well. And it's like, wait, I was literally in the middle of saying something and you just cut me clean off. But okay, continue, and that's something that they just don't see as a problem. When you call them out on it though, oh, I was just joking, or for example, one of my most recent narcs who also attends my school, he would, I want to say make a mockery of me, but it would be like a put down. Like, I'm gonna put you down some way somehow. So a perfect example was he tried to say I was controlling, and I was just like, what? How am I controlling? Like, where the heck is this coming from? And it would be a random, like, just a random thought, like he would just start talking randomly, like, yeah, because some people just want to be controlling. Huh? Wait, what just happened? Who, me? Like, what? And he would pull other people in to confirm or verify what a controlling individual looked like, sounded like, or what have you, right? So, excuse me. He would then continue to put me down in that manner. And then if I got upset or if I felt some type of way about it, it would be like, oh, I was just joking anyway. Like, look at you getting all sensitive. Like, relax. What? You know what I'm saying? So now you're not even going to stand 10 toes on what you was just saying. Now you're going to try to digress and make it seem like it was just a joke. Or now here I am over. Nah, we're not even going to do that. But that's a perfect sign. Talk over you. I'm trying to say, defend myself. Like, what? How am I controlling? Blah, blah, blah. And he's just like shutting it right down. Like, nah, ain't nobody. No, like I was saying. Oh, dang. Oh, okay. I guess I'm controlling. When two people are having a conversation, this was a perfect example from Dr. Ramani. She described it as a game of catch. When you're playing catch, you throw the ball, the other person throws the ball back, right? And in a narcissistic relationship, with them over talking you or wanting to be the one to hold, majority of the conversation, they get the ball and they hold it. And it's like, okay, when is it my turn? Can I get that ball back? Can I talk? Can I speak? Can I jump in? And you never get the ball back. And then if and or when they do finally throw it back, they throw it as hard as they can. Hit you so hard with their negative words and or energy that it just shuts you clean down. Another perfect example with my most recent narc. We were talking about something and he dismissed it. They're very dismissive, by the way. If they don't want to talk about something, they will dismiss the mess out of it. Like, man, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to talk about that, whatever. But that wasn't said initially. It just was dismissed. And so we continue conversing, and then there's a third party in the conversation. And so then I swing back around, or I go to talk about something else. And the narc is like, didn't I say I didn't want to talk? Me and the other party just got quiet. Start looking at each other like, what the like, wow. No, you actually didn't say you didn't want to talk, but your dismissiveness did come off as such. But maybe I thought it was just about that particular subject. So now here I am talking about something else, and you snap on me and tell me that you didn't want to talk. So now we don't even want to talk no more. Me and the third party, like, you know what? I'm going to talk to you later. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Because just shut down the whole conversation. That is an early sign that you are dating a narcissist, male or female. Please don't think it's just males. Women can act just as snippy, and don't try to blame it on their period and say, it must be that time of the month, or no, she's just a fucking bitch. And you might want to run for the hills. But maybe you need to see some more signs. So sign number 3, isolation or test of loyalty. I know I've talked about this in my previous episodes. When they want to isolate you and they want to have you all to themselves, whether it's early in a relationship or y'all dug in and it's been years, in my case, decades. Oh, babe, I'm about to go out with so-and-so, it's her birthday, whatever the case. And it's like, what? It's her birthday. Yeah, remember I told you, we was going to go out to the restaurant for her birthday? Nah, I don't remember you telling me that at all. Then it becomes an argument about you telling him or them, and they're, refuting that you ever told them anything. So now they're irritated that you're leaving to go to a party that they're not going to, and they don't want you to leave. So now it eventually the argument escalates to, you know what? If you want to go with your girlfriend, go ahead and go with your girlfriend. Clearly, that's who you'd rather be with. So go ahead and be with her, because maybe this not going to work out right here. Yeah, I don't think this going to work out. If you rather be with your girlfriend instead of your man, instead of your girl, then I go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you. And now you like, and this is where the test of loyalty comes in, because you're like, oh, snap. Well, that's my man, and I don't want to choose my friend over my man. I mean, she'll forgive me. She'll get over it, I guess. But if my man is talking about us not being together in order, I'm going to have to make a choice here. And I think I'm going to have to choose my man. You just fell into the narcissist trap. And you've just isolated yourself from your friends. And if that continues to be a cycle with your friends and or family or whomever it may be, then that relationship starts to dwindle and or eventually come to an end. Hence, now it's just you and the narc, and you've been officially isolated. That is an early sign that you are dating a narcissist. Number 4, driving in the road rage. I definitely mentioned this in the previous episode. You're driving with them, and you notice they start to get angry when it almost seems like they're trying to race them, even though the other driver may just be driving. But to them, you speeding up. Why you speeding up? Now they speeding up. Hold up. Why you speeding up? Babe, slow down. Honey, can you slow down a bit? And they look at you like you crazy, like, shh. Anyway, and go faster. And now you're scared. And now you're a little on edge. Oh my goodness. We could possibly get into an accident. This doesn't feel safe. Can you chill? When they do eventually digress from their irrational, aggressive behavior, they laugh. They bust out laughing. They see the fear in your eyes, and they are now cracking the hell up. Because to them, it was hilarious. Yeah, because they thought they was going to get in front of me. They got me messed up. They wasn't having it. They were not having it on any level. These are the same ones, depending on the level of narcissism that they rest at, that will get out the car and blow your brains out if you curse them out as you cut them off on the expressway. I know y'all heard, stories, the news of people literally getting killed in road rage incidents on the road. That is insane. What is going on within you that somebody, even if they gave you the finger, fuck you, as they roll by, and that clicked something in your brain that gave you permission to follow them, chase them down, get out, either whoop their ass or take their life because you feel like they disrespected you on a level that you just could not tolerate. That is an early sign that you are dating a narcissist. And if I were you, I would run for the hills. Number 5, they'll do bad things and then give you what seems like such a sincere apology about it and then do it again. Example for my story, my narc with the cheating. He would cheat all the time. When I tell you that there was not 1 year out of the 20 years that we were together that there was not another woman involved in our relationship. Every single year. I've never had him all to myself. Okay? So at some point, because, we have intuition. You know what I mean? Every human being does. Some are stronger than others. Some ignore theirs, push it down, repress it, act like they don't hear it, see it, feel it, but it's there, and I eventually find out one way or another, even if it's them reaching out to me. Oh, hey, I just wanted to let you know I was just with your man last night. And say what? Say that again. Hold on, I can't hear you. Run that back. What? I got them calling me, telling me they pregnant by him. I got them calling me, telling, they got tattoos in his name. They calling and telling me all kind of stuff. And then there's the ones that ain't calling and telling me nothing. You got the ones that's throwing rocks through my window and slashing my tires. You must be cheating again. I guess she's the latest, side chick for us, Thanks. And every time it would just be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, please, tell me what you want me to do. I'll do anything. Will you, though? So, if I go back to 2008, when we were living in Philly. It was the Upper Darby area, Malvern. It was Malvern. We were living in Malvern. This was the apartment that my narc's caregiver provided for us upon me marrying him. So I married him in January of 2008, and by March we had moved into our own place. She promised to pay 6 months of the rents for us, which she definitely did. Within this time of living in this apartment, so this is 2008, I had found out about the first child that he had on me back in 2006. And we moved past that. I forgave him, of course, because here we are. I done married him after my caregiver begged me. She convinced me, coerced me, talked me into it, however you want to say it. And the 6 month, paying our rent was a part of that agreement. It was just like, look, he's not from here. If they deport him, you're going to be taking care of this child by yourself. Do you really want that? No, I don't. I actually stayed with my narc for 20 years because I didn't want to become a statistic. I didn't want to be a stereotype. Black people always, man, when did we get together and then we break up, we have a baby, and now we're not together no more. So that's just my baby mom, my baby dad, and you don't barely take care of the child. You're barely in the child's life. All the responsibility is on the mom. Nah, that's not about to be me. And yet here I am. But anyway, so in 2008, I was at a party. We were living in this apartment. I was at a party, and the side chick, this was the same one who he had the baby with in 2006. So apparently she never went nowhere either. She calls one of my relatives, and she's like, hey, so-and-so wants to meet up with you. She's at my house. You can come over here and meet up with her. I'm like, okay. Honestly, my heart, dropped. It was just like one of those, like, oh my God, like impending doom. Like, what is this woman what's she about to tell me? Like, what, all he's been doing is cheating on me. So I can only imagine that it's just that, right? So I get there, and, my relative had just had a baby, and she was holding the baby. And it was a smart decision because me being the savage that I was back in those younger years, she didn't want me to put hands on her. And what better way to prevent that than to hold a newborn child? I'm obsessed with babies. I love babies. Children in general, but babies got me in a chokehold, right? So she's like, yeah. So she goes on to explain how she's been messing with my narc all this time. And I guess apparently he decided he didn't want nothing to do with her anymore. No, we got married in January. So this is probably July, August now, that I'm meeting up with this woman. So she's like, yeah, you was calling him on the 4th of July. He was in the bed next to me. you know how, you know, like this wave of rage just overtakes you. Because when I tell you I was blowing his phone the fuck up that day and he just did not answer the phone, supposed to be home, you're not home, and you're in the bed with someone else. I said, oh, really? Oh, okay. So y'all still messing with each other. So y'all still fucking. We just gonna say it just like that. Sorry, excuse my French. So y'all still sleeping with each other, huh? She goes on to say, yeah, pretty much. But she didn't say that he was trying to get rid of her at this point, that he didn't want nothing to do with her no more. And that's her whole reason for reaching out, because she didn't want to be discarded like trash. Like, you think you just gonna throw me away and go back to your little married? Well, she didn't know we were married. Go back to your relationship and just be all happy and hunky dory? Nah, you got me messed up. So her goal was to mess up our relationship, right? So I calls him up. Hey, babe, what you doing? Oh, I'm in the crib with my homie. Oh, okay, all right. Well, we was about to leave out or whatever. Nah. Stay right there. Stay right there. I want to talk to you for a minute. I'll be right there. No, I'm not even far. I'm around the corner. I just want to talk to you real quick. I hang up with him. So she was driving at the time. So I was like, okay, listen, we gonna go over here. I need you, and she had her Timbs in the trunk. She had on a dress. It was funny. But she put on her Timbs and we got in her car and we drove on over there. So I said, listen, give me 2 minutes. I'm going to leave the door unlocked. Just come up and come in and we'll be in the bedroom or whatever the case. Or she probably heard us talking, because I went in there and I was like, hey, baby, let me talk to you for a minute. He was in the living room with his homie. He comes in the bedroom. I, like push the door closed and what have you. And I was like, what's up with you and so-and-so? He like, what you mean? What's up with you and so-and-so? Ain't nothing up. Oh, no. Knock, knock, knock. She knocks on the door. I opened the door up because it was just like push closed. So I pushed it right on open, and I said, oh, so ain't nothing going on with you and her? I said, he was like, nah, man. Nah, what you mean? So I asked him, because for whatever reason, all I cared about was whether or not he loved her or not. And he was like, fuck no, I don't love that bitch. Straight like that. And I stole him. Matt! Because honestly, it didn't matter what he said out his mouth. You about to catch these hands. And at that time in my 20s when I was dating him, because, he always cheated and he was always doing something foul to me, my fight or flight, I was always in fight or flight. When you're dating a narcissist, you are constantly living in fight or flight. And I just felt like I'm not where I'm like, I would flee. When he would cheat, bring me the STDs and stuff, I would pack up my stuff and leave, or pack him up and leave. But every now and again, I'm going to put hands on you. So I just be, Matt. I'm swinging on him. He like, yo, get up, stop hitting me. Scared, please stop hitting me. No. Because I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you disrespecting me and doing me dirty. I'm over it. And this is you catching these hands. That's what we gonna do. Okay? So she starts crying now, because now she's devastated at the fact that, you don't love me? Oh, you don't love me? But you was just eating my booty the other day. Now I'm getting running to the bathroom, because now I'm about to Earl. Because I'm putting my lips on you. I'm kissing you. And you over here eating her booty. Are you serious? How disrespectful can you be? And I locked the bathroom door, and he's banging on the door like, girl, open the door. Please. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'll do anything. I'll do it. Please just tell me what you want me to do. I'll do anything. And it was just like, nah, it ain't nothing you can do. I'm done and I'm out. And I packed my stuff up and I left. But the whole time, Shorty out there throwing his stuff down the steps. Throwing his PlayStation down the steps. You just hear, duh. He like, what the? So now he out there choking her up. I gotta go out there. I done brought the girl to the house, so I can't let him kill her. So I gotta come open the door, and I'm like, get off her. Yo, insane. Like, who goes through this type of nonsense? Black people that grow up in the hood, which is why I created this podcast, because even though Dr. Ramani, with her beautiful self, and she created, and she has like 2 million followers, y'all. Like, I can only pray I get my weight up to that, so that I can bring in my community of people, so y'all can see somebody who looks like me, who grew up in the trenches like I did, if you will. I mean, I had a decent upbringing. I had always had a roof over my head. It was a clean house. I had food to eat, clothes on my back. Let me be clear. But just the dynamics of, my upbringing and living in the hood and being black and being beat and talked down to and called all types of names and just disrespected as a child, just kind of snowballed into my adult life. And then when you don't have the proper upbringing and your dad leave you and you're not being raised by both your parents who are healthy minded and being poured into the way that you're supposed to, then these type of relationships are born. You can go ahead and sleep with whoever you want, and who gonna check you? I watched my parent get beat up all the time, and I refused to be in a relationship like that where any man was gonna put their hands on me. I'm gonna F you up before you think you gonna do that to me. You understand? So I was a little fighter, you know what I'm saying, until he hit me back. Child, hit him square in his face. Pow! And he hit me right back. Matt! Like, I'm sick of you hitting me. And hit me a couple more times. And my son, I'm like, face jumped out here, came back in, Oh, snap. That was the last time I put hands on him. I was like, okay, you are a man, you are stronger, and I don't never want to feel that again. So I ain't gonna hit you no more. But back to the 08 story, he apologized to death. I left, moved out, went to my cousin's crib. He called me back to back for like a month or so. And I just never answered the phone. Like, get out my face, get off my line. But just like my last episode, some way, somehow, he hoovered me right on back in. Because that was only 2009, and we didn't get divorced till 2020. So clearly I forgave him, didn't I? They try to cheat, and then they apologize and give you the sincere apology, and that's the extreme level. We can go back to something mild, or milder. For example, they supposed to show up for you for some type of event, and they don't show up. And it's like, oh, my bad, babe. I got caught up with the homies, and whatever lame excuse they give you for not showing up and being there for you. And you're just like, oh, okay, it's all right. And you sweep it under the rug and you think, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. And it happens again. Or even on a way milder level. I just had exchanged numbers with this gentleman. And he was the one that was like, yo, I want to hear your voice. I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. You know what I mean? What time can I hit you up? Gave him a time. That time came the next day. He never called. I ended up, like, oh, good morning. I guess you still sleep. Oh, no, I'm up. And I'm working. Oh, are you? Oh, so what, you just forgot about me? Or I just wasn't on your radar? Like, what? You the one that wanted to be on my line, but you chose not to be on my line? Oh, yeah, no, I know that's my bad. I was rushing work and everything like that, but it won't happen again. Oh, okay. Understood, right? You always, everybody deserves a second chance. The first time somebody mess up, everybody deserves a second chance. Come on, right? So, fast forward to a few days later, the next week or whatever the case, and hey, can we have a conversation? I wanted to talk to you, about something that you posted or whatever the case. Oh yeah, I'm definitely down with that. Sent me a text message, asked him if, you can help me out with something. He cut or whatever the case. Can you cut my son hair? Oh yeah, no, I won't be available. Okay, cool. Instead of me texting back, I said, well, let me call him because we supposed to be having that conversation anyway. Boop, hit the end button on me. Wait, did he just hit the end button on me? So I just texted and was like, okay, got it, no problem. Never read the message. The whole rest of the night goes by. The next morning, he go to call me. So I'm not going to answer the phone because now I'm going to reciprocate the energy that you gave by not, you know, not only hitting the end button on me, but you didn't call me back last night and we were just talking 5 minutes ago. So it's tried to tell me he was asleep. You fell asleep in 5 minutes? Not that it's impossible. If you are already in bed and on your way, but at 10 o'clock, nah, I doubt it. I strongly doubt it. But that's okay. I could be wrong. Who knows, right? I usually don't play baseball. It usually ain't no 3 strikes, but I don't want to overreact. And this is what we do. We reason things away. We see clear red flags or early signs that they ain't right. And we just try to like, okay, both antlers is raised. First my eyebrow was raised. Now both antlers are raised. Now my antennas is up. And I'm just like, okay, let's see what's really good. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay. So he asked me, I didn't answer the phone that morning. So later on in the afternoon, it's like, you good? Why wouldn't I be? Because I ain't hear from you all day. Oh, well, I was busy when you called me this morning. Like, you was busy last night when I called you. And you didn't text me, so I didn't text you. So now we're texting. Like, what's up with you? I just got to let you know that I'm a reciprocator. I treat people how they treat me. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. That's all. He texted me back, bet. Bet? And then I didn't hear from him for the rest of the day. That was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. All right. No worries, right? So the next day, I get a good morning. Oh, why, hello. How are you? Hey, stranger. How's life treating you? Actually, rewind. I actually ended up saying something on his Instagram post, and he commented and was like, oh, you still want to mess with me? Because if so, I'm cool with that. Well, when did I say I didn't want to mess with you? I'm so confused. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? I never said I didn't. But your pursuit of me is really lacking. It's really lackadaisical. Like, you really not pressed. You're really not concerned. You're really not. And listen, at this point, I know my worth. I know my value. I know what I bring to the table. And even if you're not a narcissist, you still got to be worthy to be in my presence and to be, in my orbit. Otherwise, I'm going to leave you where you at. So, it was like, nah, I never said that, right? So it was like, oh, okay. So now he calling me. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, bro. I got to go to work in the morning. You acting crazy. Get off my line. Decided to call me a second time. Now it's 2:45. Hello? Is you good? Like, what's happening right now? Why are you bro, I got to go to work. I'm going to call you in the morning. All right. We going to talk. Cool. All right, bet. Call him in the morning. He's probably asleep because if you up 2:45, you probably just now went to sleep 3-something. Who knows what time you went to sleep. So now that I'm up at 9 and I'm calling you, not answering. But okay, hey, I'm awake. Hit me up, when you get up or whatever the case. He wakes up, he texts me and said, okay, I'm up. Give me like 15 minutes. Hours went by. I said, oh, okay, well, I'm about to do my daughter hair and then I'm going out. So, the window is closing for you to give me a call back. So, I sent it with the looking eyes, like, hello, like, where you, what's up? You said you was going to call me in 15 minutes. It's been like 2 hours. Like, what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? And never calls. He ends up texting me back, all right, well, just hit me up when you done. Because I done started now. A whole another hour or so went by. Hit you up when I'm done? Nah, I'm going to be busy. I had an outing to go to. I think it was Thursday, Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I was going to my folks' crib. So that's where I'll be. I won't have time to I'm going to be with my kids and I'm going to be with my folks and I won't have time to talk. So, all right, well, just hit me up when you free then. Yup. Because now I'm disinterested. Now, the way you moving is real like, yeah, nah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. Mr. This ain't gonna happen again. And when they start to show inconsistencies like that, those are telltale signs that that is not gonna be a healthy relationship. If it starts off like that, then you can best believe throughout the relationship you're gonna be on his line looking for him, and he ain't gonna be answering, or he gonna be hitting the end button on you whenever he feel like it, and he gonna not read your messages and just leave you unread for hours or a whole day or until the next day. And then when he finally come up for air or finish doing whatever he doing, now I got time for you now. Hello? Oh, hey, what's up? You good? Nah. I'm too well versed. Because on top of Dr. Ramadi's amazing YouTube channel and her book that I'm currently reading, I also read A Narcissist Playbook by Dana Morningstar, and Trauma Bonding. I cannot think of the author off the top of my head right now. And then I segued into how to do the work, because I then had to heal my inner child so that I could stop attracting the same person in a different body. And just this last one, just yesterday, I blocked him. I was like, you know what? Yeah, we're done. We're done playing this game. Like, we're not doing this. We about to be 40 next year. We too old. Clearly, you still entertaining other people, or I'm not, enough to have you, wanting to be on my line in a consistent and appropriate way. So stay over there. I'm good. You know what I mean? We have to set boundaries. We have to set standards, and we got to stand 10 toes on them. And if they don't align with those standards and don't respect those boundaries, then they're not the one. They're not the one for you, and you leave them where they at and you move on. Period, point blank. Last but not least, extreme temper tantrum. Number 6, early signs of a narcissist, really the extreme temper. They just snapping out. The littlest things set them off. They lash out for no reason, out of nowhere. You're just like, what in the heck? Some of them get violent and they want to hit you. Or like the self-aware narc that was on Love, Lust, and Lies. Can't even think of his name right now. But he calls himself a guy. I think it's Mirror's his name. He knocked his girlfriend's cup clean out her hand. Just, you know what I mean? Like, just bursts of rage out of nowhere. Like, bro, what's wrong with you? Like, you good? And they usually want some type of crazy reaction out of you. And you give them that, and then you go back and forth. The way he put it, he expect the cops to be called or your family members to come beat him up or something, because he disrespecting on a level like, what are you doing, my man? Are you crazy? And some of them are. And, and then later on that day or the next day, it's like ain't nothing happened. Oh, I was just, in a mood, or I was just having a bad day. I'm good now, though. I'm good. Everything's straight. Come here, give me a kiss. Nah, like, and you sitting there stuck. Like, what? No way. There's no way you're for real. Like, there's no way we're just going to sweep that whole debacle under the rug as if it didn't happen. And they do. They do with no problem. Because that's what narcissists do. They have, it's almost like a build-up. Because no, these are people who were discarded, neglected, abused, overpraised, and they just feel like they're above you. Everybody else is beneath them, or they're so damaged and unhealed that trauma, it just creates negative energy, and that builds up. It just be a build-up, and you can't see that build-up happening. You don't know what's happening until the top blows off the lid. Like, it just the lid comes clean off. You're like, what? Wait. What's happening? Oh my God. Wait, time out. Flag on the play. What's going on? And then they calm down once they get it out. Once they get that they release. It's almost like a release, like an orgasm. Like, once you, now I'm okay. Now I'm relaxed. But I just took it all out on you. I just gave you all that negative energy. Now I got you either fearful, scared, like, on some, you on guard. You don't know how to act. You walking on eggshells now. You like, oh my goodness, is he gonna snap out today, tomorrow, later on? And they just make it seem like it wasn't a big deal. They just downplay it and make it seem like it wasn't. Girl, that wasn't nothing. Listen, men and women alike. A woman just snapping on you out of nowhere. You sitting there watching TV and you just start getting punched all in the head. What's happening? What I do? You peed on the toilet, you bastard. Listen. Run for the hills. That's all I gotta say. These are not healthy individuals. Usually you would see all or majority of these 6 signs to, consider, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm dealing with a narc and I don't want this. I do not want this at all. So I'm going to have to head out. Plain and simple as that. Like I said, stand 10 toes, set your standards, set your boundaries, and do not become immovable. I will tolerate no nonsense. And it's so funny because they're so quick to throw all your words back at you. Yeah, I just don't want to deal with no nonsense. And you got to be patient. And it don't seem like there's no patience here. You want me to patiently allow you to be inconsistent with your communication with me? Nah. It's one thing to be patient with somebody and understanding that they're in this space in their life where they're not quite ready to either date or, they want to date, but it's like, I'm hesitant because I've been hurt and I want to protect my heart. So can we slow walk this thing? And there's an explanation of, hey, listen, you may not hear from me from time to time. I might check out on you. That's just me needing to recharge my battery or, needing some solitude to myself. Don't take it personally. That's one thing. If they're upfront like that and letting you know, like, this is where I'm coming from, this is where I'm at right now, can you handle it? Do you want parts of that, or would you rather head out? Then that's a whole different story to, oh yeah, I was I was rushing to work and I ain't call you, but it ain't gonna happen again, or hitting the end button on you when you call, or saying they gonna call you the next day and don't even acknowledge the fact that they didn't call you like they said they was going to. Like, those are red flags. That's inconsistencies. That's not going to breed a healthy relationship. So, I would like to end this episode there. I hope it was helpful. Once again, my name is Shakira. I'd like to thank you for watching 20 Years with a Narcissist. And you just remember and never forget that you are guided, you are protected, and you are safe. Until next time.